These crazy-ass cops are basically playing Grand Theft Auto in real life. And like a dog, they see you run, and when you run, that's what triggers them to chase. Except they're not dogs. These are supposed to be men, highly trained men. And they're not supposed to put everyone's lives and property at risk to go chase some idiot that stole a lipstick or has tinted windows too dark. So it's not about right versus left, black versus white. It's about smart versus stupid. Just take a look at what happened to this family, for an example. And this has happened to many people. This is not an isolated incident.
It's a story heard all too often here in Milwaukee. Tuesday night, a police chase ended behind me with people who were not involved being killed. On Wednesday, family members gathered at the scene to mourn who they had lost.
Flowers and candles, hugs and tears. It's what was left near 35th and Vliet after a police chase ended when a fleeing vehicle crashed into a car crossing the intersection. 3 people in that car were killed. Mother Pleur Moo and her sons Carla Cree and Moonay.
I know we all found out this morning, we just couldn't believe it. We didn't know if it was real or not.
Mook Wah, a family member, spoke with us during Wednesday's vigil. The family with an incredible journey. Karen refugees living at a camp in Thailand and moving to the U.S. in 2011. Milwaukee was home.
And then my aunt, she also considered this place her home because even though she lived in a refugee camp her whole life, this place is also a home because we've been here for 15 years already.
Over 100 people attended the vigil, many of them a part of the same refugee community as the victims.
And see everybody who comes together and support us, be with us. We see that as a community coming together, so we're really thankful for that.
3 more victims of reckless driving in Milwaukee, but the family's focus now is on the 2 survivors, both still in the hospital. One of them turning 19 on Thursday, and plans were already made.
My aunt, I talked to her, she said she wanted to cook her favorite food, but it's already too late. She's gone.
Milwaukee police say the 19-year-old who fled is in custody and 2 people from that car were injured. Criminal charges will be referred to the Milwaukee County DA's office.
The problem is we have a police force that has a gamer mentality. And what do I mean by gamer mentality? What I'm talking about is a group of guys and girls, because they let women become police officers, which they shouldn't do anyway, but that's another subject. You have a bunch of guys that literally spend the majority of their free time gaming, okay, playing Halo and other games where they think they're Master Chief. And they want to be Master Chief because it's cool. And it doesn't matter what you believe. This is just the simple reality of people. This is how people are. So what do? Now they have an opportunity to become Master Chief. They've got a police department that gives them all this cool-looking SWAT-type gear. I mean, it's totally tactical city. Everything they have is tactical. They've got the tactical holsters, the tactical... If you look at an average police officer now, they have so much shit on their chest, it's almost comical to see them walking around. They have every gadget that you could ever think of, every torture device, strapped to their chest, and they look goofy. But in their mind, they look super cool. Because that's their mentality. Let's be honest. Most cops become cops because they are insecure. The profession attracts that type of personality, the insecure type. They've been bullied their whole lives. They've been pushed around in grade school and high school. And in their adult lives, maybe they're a short cop. Those are the worst ones to get. Right there. Guaranteed. You got a short cop or a female cop, especially the ugly ones, you're going to have problems. But in general, that's what they do. They're insecure people. They've been bullied, they've been treated poorly by men, and now here's a golden opportunity for them to strap on all the guns, tactical gear, and gadgets that they can to their chest, legs, and ass, and they get a free car, free weapons, free ammunition. Now they just lay in wait and pray with the attitude that every cop has. It's that same cop attitude. And they all got it. I don't even care if they're oceans apart. They all have the same cop attitude. And they lay in wait and just pray and hope for someone to come by and resist them and take off. They want to chase. They live for the chase. They literally live to chase people. That's what they're about. And then when they finally get the attitude, oh, someone stole a box of crackers, and they're running, they're fleeing. Because these people are stupid. And they're the type of moron that would run away from a cop for stealing a box of crackers. Now the cop's triggered. He heard and saw the trigger word, which was flee, and it went off in his head. And now he's going to tear up the entire earth to get this guy that dared run from him. They're going to lay waste to everything in their path just so they can get this guy or girl who dared defy them and resisted them and took off. Because it's not their car. It's not their property. And ultimately, it's not their lives. When this idiot that they're chasing slams into the children, or the nuns, or the women, or the men, or the gays, or the blacks, or the whites, or anyone else, that's not their problem. They even joke about it. They laugh about it. That's what they do. When something bad like that happens and someone dies, they'll make jokes about it as a coping mechanism. But you can hear them. If you watch any video on YouTube, you hear the way these people talk. They're actually excited at the prospect of chasing someone down. You can literally, there's videos out there where the cops are woo-hooing at the beginning of a chase. They're so excited. They don't think, they're not intelligent enough to think, is it worth it for me to chase this guy who stole some donuts from a convenience store and put all these people's lives at risk, not to mention property? Is it worth it for me to chase these guys for a package of donuts? They don't think that because, frankly, they're just not smart enough to do that. They don't care anyway because this is what they do. Watch any video on YouTube, and there's thousands of them, probably 1 million videos or more of these cops chasing people. We do not live in 1826. This is 2026. We have technology. We don't have to chase anybody. It's not like the 1800s where you can just murder someone and then walk to the next town and live out your life and no one would know any better. It doesn't happen that way now because cops can sit there. Okay, let's say you've got a guy. He's a bad guy, right? Now, he gets in his car. Let's say he shot somebody. Somebody was murdered. Someone was shot. He gets in his car and he takes off. What do you think is going to happen when you run after him? He's going to go faster. He's going to be more reckless. He is going to cause accidents and kill people and damage property. If you just simply did nothing at all to chase him or to make him afraid, if you just sit there and deployed what's called a drone. You see the asshole, he gets in his car, he takes off, push a button, there goes the drone. See, technology has reached a point to where you can do nothing at all and get away with it. Because there's a camera everywhere, and as long as there's cameras everywhere looking at everything, they're going to see it. The government, the law, they're going to see you do it. And 9 times out of 10, they already know who you are. I mean, especially if you get pulled over. You get pulled over, right away they know that the name of the person that the car is registered to, unless you stole the car. Okay? But let's say you stole the car. All right? You stole that car. You're a thief. You stole the car. Cop comes up. Oh my gosh, you're not the person that owns this car. You stole it. Now you take off. Now, is that idiot cop, does he really think that it's worth it to run after you and cause you to drive recklessly because you're an idiot and you don't want to get caught? You don't want to go to prison. You don't want to get caught at all. You want to take that car you stole and sell it to whomever you're going to sell it to, make your money however you make it. That's what you want. But you're not going to get caught for it, and it's not your car, so you're going to run away. You're going to floor it, and you're going to take off and try to elude the police and get away. Now, these cops know that because that's what they do every single day. Now it's payback time. They got the free guns, they got the free gadgets, all the tactical gear that their little heart desires. Now they can implement the Master Chief tactics in real life and get all the revenge they want on all those people. No one's going to do them wrong anymore. And do they ever stop and think, this is not worth it? We have his information. We'll pick him up later. They don't do that because they don't have to. Now, in some jurisdictions, they make them do that. They don't allow them to chase. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, unless that person is leaning out of the car as they drive and are shooting innocent people as they go, there is no benefit to you chasing them. It is way too risky for you to chase them. And these cops know that. But the Master Chief gamer mentality kicks in and takes over that, and that's what they go with. And as a result, people die. And they die all the time because of it. Today, we got all these gadgets. We don't need this stuff. A cop could literally sit there and say, oh, this guy ran away from me. Push a button, deploy a drone. The drone goes up in the air, it locks onto the car, and it follows it and sees where it goes. It really doesn't even have to follow it if it goes up high enough in the air. You can just see where it goes. Then you radio to the other cops. They see the footage. Everyone zeroes in on the suspect without them even knowing about it, and they block them in, and then they take them into custody. That's how it should work. But it doesn't, because our government is filled with idiots that won't implement and mandate things to these police officers. If they did, there wouldn't be a problem. For instance, if they took away all the tactical gear, all the Master Chief looking SWAT gear, the dark clothes, all of that, if they took it away, that would prevent the ego from taking over. You wouldn't have that anymore. If they simply dressed all of the police officers like Barney Fife, this would be gone. First of all, they wouldn't intimidate the people that they are arresting, or the people that they are questioning, or the people that they pull over. They wouldn't be intimidating them. And that's a big factor. Because if you intimidate somebody who already is a criminal, who's already doing wrong, they're going to react to that. If you come up to somebody and you're dressed like you're ready to take out an army in Iraq versus Barney Fife, how do you think that person's going to react? When you come up like that, you put everybody and anybody that you contact on edge because they think you're going to kill them. You look like you're going to kill them. You look like Master Chief. So they expect you to behave that way, and you do behave that way. And the small-minded people that put on these uniforms and things behave that way because they feel that way. If they have the Barney Fife uniform on with one bullet in the gun, they're not going to be so brazen. They're not going to feel like that. And instead, they can concentrate on doing their job. So today's disc goes to Chase Crazy Cops.